What is going on, guys? It is Dylan the Machete here, and today we're going to be breaking down the One Championship debut of a Southpaw legend that you might not have heard of before, JomHod Eminent Air. So these days, JomHod is a little bit older, but he is still an absolute weapon. And going into my last fight in Australia, my coach got me to watch this fight religiously. I was watching it every day just because of the Somerset techniques, because of the Southpaw techniques, and I'm going to break down some of those techniques. I'm going to break down the fight in general. This is JomHod's first One Championship fight. I'll leave the whole fight link down below. His fight starts at about an hour and 1 minute into the video. So we're going to be watching it on my laptop and we're going to be breaking it down for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. So he was fighting a guy from Sweden named Daniel Gillenberg, I believe his name was. And you can see that JomHod is tiny compared to Daniel. But yeah, One Championship, first fight for JomHod, first time fighting in the little gloves. You're going to see one thing that he always does in this is the left kick to the leg as Daniel kicks. So this is a religious thing that we were doing in the fight camp leading up to Eruption. This is what Peasy was really drilling in on me. And that left hand, so he'd catch the left hand on the arm. So if we go back there, he catches it on the arms and then he comes straight with a left hand left kick. Left hand left kick. It's classic Southpaw shit, but it works a charm. And you see even, yeah, there it is, left kick to the leg again. And you can see, even though he's so much smaller than Daniel here, there it is again, the left hand. Even though he's so much smaller than Daniel,
he just knows how to use his height as an advantage and disrupt Daniel's range and use that left kick.
Go back there, you can see a good quality long guard. So Daniel comes forward, long guard, and this gets out the way.
And JomHod just knows how to judge that distance very well, being the shorter fighter.
Left kick to the leg again. And the left elbow over the top. So see here, he fakes the left hand and goes left kick. So one thing about doing that you got to be really onto is you got to make sure that the movement of your body when it comes to the left hand and the left kick is the same. So say if I want to throw a left hand, that's the movement of my body. If I'm going to throw a left kick, that's the movement of my body. So that way people don't know what's coming. So that's a little detail that you can add into your game if you're a Southpaw or even if you're an orthodox fighter. So the reason that left kick didn't work there is because JomHod stayed where he was. He didn't step out on the outside. Normally when he's stepping on the outside, so he steps his lead leg on the outside, that's when the left kick is landing. Same with the left hand. And there we go, left hand straight down the middle, drops Daniel.
Obviously, he set it up with the jab, making sure that Daniel had both of his hands up, and even with those little gloves, there's a small hole in there, and just landed the straight right down the middle.
There it is again, the left kick to the leg as he goes for the right body kick. But this is what years of experience will do. It'll just make you so much more calm and composed compared to your opponent. You know, JomHod is rather known champion. He's been fighting for years. I think he's like 40 years old now, still fighting. He's an absolute legend in the game. And there it is again, but he just misses. He goes for a body shot, I believe. Let's go back and rewatch that. I don't know if he missed or if he landed a body shot on the way out. Nah, he landed a body shot. See how he closes the distance when he does that? Just have a look at the footwork. So he steps his right foot and then he brings his left foot up behind and he pushes off that, and that's where his power comes from. Push. Yeah, there you go.
And that's where the power for his left hand is coming, along with the body rotation.
You're going to see near the end of the round a beautiful right elbow that JomHod lands. It's about here he lands the right elbow. Boom. Beautiful shot. As Daniel comes in for his own shot, JomHod realizes that Daniel's in his elbow range and just lands it over the top. Broke his nose, it looks like, as well. The thing about that elbow there as well is it wasn't a hard shot, it was just perfectly well timed. JomHod is from there, keeps the hand open. That's a very important thing when you're throwing elbows that close. You got to have your hand open, and that way your hand's gonna. If I tense my fist hard and I do that, look how slow that is versus it's a different level in speed, which speed equals power. So yeah, make sure that you keep your hands open while you're elbowing. And yeah, we're gonna go on to the second round now. And that right there, that is the perfect time to spin. So you don't spin for the sake of spinning, and JomHod knows that. So right here, he throws a kick, it misses, and then he goes along with it. So the way that my coach back in Australia always says it is a spin is a fix-up for a fuck-up. So you miss a shot, and then you go into it. Let's watch it one more time. Misses the left kick, spins around into the back fist, and then into the left kick. Doesn't throw the back fist, but has it there as a threat. And that little sweep there. So right here, JomHod knows if he pushes that right arm up and pushes that down, Daniel's weight is going to be on his right leg. Therefore, if he just puts his left leg in front of that right leg, he's going to be able to fall and make him fall over. So push, boom, straight over. Very simple, but very effective. And just notice with JomHod, all those shots, he touches with the right hand. The way that I've had this described to me by a lot of the Thai trainers here at Bangtao is that's just a check. Like, you're not trying to do damage with the jab. You're not trying to, like, you're just checking your distance. So you're checking your distance, checking the distance, and then you're landing the left hand. You're checking, and landing the left hand. Check, land the left kick. Check, land the left knee. We're going to that again. Check, boom. Check, boom. Check, boom. Mixing it up to the body and head. Very good fight IQ from JomHod. And I think he broke his nose right there, and then Daniel calls it off himself. So landed a big elbow right to the nose. A very hard shot. I don't think he was going to win that fight no matter what happened. JomHod is just on another level. Even though Daniel has had a lot of fights, I believe at the start it said Daniel had like 49 fights or something like that, but that's just the thing about fighting at those Radhanuran stadiums, fighting at that Lumpini stadium. All those years has just built JomHod to be a different animal. He's so much smarter, he hits so much harder, and he's just been doing it since he was a kid. So he used to train out of Eminent Air, which my gym back in Australia does have some connections to, but now he owns his own gym. I believe it's called JomHod Auto something. So yeah, that's in Bangkok. If you guys want to train there and you're a Southpaw, it'd be a great idea. You know, he's a legend in the game, but I love going back and watching his old fights. But this is just his one championship fight that I wanted to break down, because this fight had a big impact on me leading up to my last fight in Australia, where I was watching it every day, constantly watching those techniques, the touch left hand, the kicking on the leg as my opponent threw a right kick. You can see that I was landing this plenty in the fight if you go back and watch it. I'll leave my eruption fight in the link in the description if you guys want to watch it, and I'll also leave this one championship link so you can watch the whole fight card. JomHod's fight starts about an hour into the event. So guys, please make sure you check down those videos below. Make sure you follow me on all social medias down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.